No, what's going on, guys? Demon of 12 here, and we're back finally after how many months. We're finally uploading a video, but today we're going to be talking about the four CC games of 2025, that being Silverbound, NI2, DQ, and CG. These are closed community games, which means only a certain amount of people can play the game. Most of them I think are going public eventually. I'm not sure about NFT. I've heard rumors it might go public. I don't know about that, but most of these games are like closed community for testing. But obviously people want to play closed community games because it's Roshan, like they get to play the game early and basically be a tester, like, and that is overall fun. But yeah, these games are like ordered in like the easiest to like hardest to get into. Like obviously, like I'm not saying like it'll be easy for you, but like it's basically based on like members and stuff like that. So Silverbound, Ni2, VV, and CG. Like I'm in three of these games. I'm not in CG. Like you'd think it'd be easier because I was a deworker mod for like 2+ years. Didn't even make a difference. And yeah, I'll be talking about like the gameplay itself, like how fun it is, and I'll also be giving you tips on how to get into the game because I've been seeing a lot of people in public discourse like chat grinding. Like trust me, that is not the most effective thing to do. Like even doing those events, stuff like that, in like links, stuff like that, I'm not gonna lie, it's a big waste of time. Like you can still do it, don't get me wrong, and get in, but like there's more efficient way of getting into these games instead of just grinding like 50k messages, yada yada yada, and still not being in the game. But yeah, if you're new around here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and you will be seeing me because I've got lots of things to upload now. But yeah, I'm gonna leave one question for you guys, like to be thinking throughout the video, and then after at the end of the video I want you guys like to answer it based on what I've been saying. So the question is, who do you think is more likely to get a job? Someone that just applies, boom, that's it, or someone that has connections, that has networking skills, that has all of these things above, that know people that are higher up in the management and stuff like that? Just leave that question in your head and think about it. But yeah, let's get on with the video. Now obviously, to show that I'm in these CC games, like this is the actual CC game, this is the actual CC game, this is the actual CC game. Obviously I can't go through it because yeah, like it's not really like allowed. But yeah, like, and let me show you like the chat. Like if you like check like from let's just do from the Shiraki, like you can see that I have 12 messages. Wait, oh no, mentions, I'm stupid. If you go from and then me, like you'll see that I barely talk. Like look, I barely talk in these channels, like, which shows that I'm not chat grinding like other people. Like I don't chat grind. Like trust me, it's not gonna work. Like let's shit. Like you saw that in Silverbound 21. Let's go from, let's just quickly do this from D-Man, like 2 messages in VV. Yeah, I'm in the game. And then if you check NI2, like trust me, chat grinding is gonna get you nowhere. Like I barely have messages. Yeah, I'm in these CC games. Like chat grinding, it works, but it's too time consuming. But yeah, let's get on to the video first, talking about Silverbound. So the first game we're talking about is Silverbound. Silverbound is a Fullmetal Alchemist inspired game. The owners are Imrock and Silver. Both my guys. You know what I mean. But yeah, the game is two factions: Amestrians and Ishvalians. Amestrians like slow place. Ishvalians is like desert, and like the two factions going against each other. The game, like to grade up, is like contracts. You do contracts. You fight people, you do raids, you do events, global events, and you do like events to help out the city, stuff like that. And the system works is like grade 1s to like grade 9, I think. I'm like grade 6 in the game, but yeah, I'll probably be showing gameplay of the game, like each of the CC games. But yeah, I've like my personal experience with this game is like it's pretty fun, especially like the raids, like they can actually get hectic, and the VCs are always packed, especially like CC games in general. Like all these VCs are just packed brim to the full amount. But yeah, how I got in is I got wrecked by a bunch of people because a lot of people I knew were in the game, and I asked them to wreck me, and yeah, I got like a certain amount of wrecks into the faction. And yeah, it was this time ago, like I think it was 2024. But yeah, I can't really say too much about like how like my experience, because like it's been a while since I played the game. The game's been closed for like I think like 6 months now or 5 months. It's just been a long time because like they closed down for like some fat updates. Like their devs have been busy, yada yada yada. So yeah, like my personal experience, I would give it like a 7 out of 10. Like it's a good game. It has its flaws. Like every game has its flaws, but yeah, it was really fun experience. Raiding, fighting wars, finding ops, like builds. Like my build on the game was like lightning dagger. Like the amount of downplaying in that game is ridiculous. I've never seen such downplay in my life. Like people will say, "Oh, this ain't broken. This is fine." Like there'll be a move that will have like the fattest hitbox of the United Kingdom. It will hit you from like it will just hit you from Narnia, and people say, "Oh, it needs to be buffed." Like, and then they'll be putting it on God. Like, there's literally a phrase hashtag not my God because people put on God on everything in that game. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, people are just notorious downplayers in that game. It's ridiculous. I don't know like what they gain from it. Like, they generally think like their stuff is gonna get buffed. And what I like about these owners is like before like they make value change and stuff like that, they always try out the builds first, which I really got to rate because they don't just take mouth of word. They want to see like how well they do on the build, and then when they see like the build is struggling, because they're good players. Don't get it twisted. Like they actually like see. Not within like the dev plays, but within actual games, they'll try out the builds too, which really helps with like balance and stuff like that. But yeah, overall top-notch game. But yeah, next game we'll be talking about is NI2. Yeah, the next game we're going to be talking about is NI2. Now, NI2, I recently just got into the game. I was hard coded into the game because I was wrecked by one of the what's it top villagers, and shout out to him. He got me in the game basically. So yeah, that was nice of him. I'm D-Man Uchiha, like in the game, like that's my name is Uchiha. I managed to even just get 3 Tomo. Like, bro, that game's grinding is too much, but like it's fun in a good way. Like it's grinding into so like the main concepts like you do village contracts, stuff like as obviously academy student because it's a Naruto game, and then you like do village academy students like you just help out the village, and then you start doing like the big boy missions like intel drops, escorts, protect towns. You invade these contracts, and then enemy villages like they got all the villages like Cloud, Stone, Sounds, Whirlpool, all of these types of villages, and their own gainies, tunies, stuff like that, and they have to rank up like through the tuning exams, and then you obviously have journey exams, or you just like I think now you can just like get enough exp to like rank up. Like for me as an Uchiha, like progressing was generally one of the most painful experiences like ever, because like Uchiha literally gets no buffs until like your like journey, the special journey, which like rank 16. So like the only buff I could get was like I can see what people are casting. That's about it. But yeah, like apart from that, I've got no buffs. I turn on my Sharingan, I'm at a disadvantage because like every clan would get like a move and then another move. Well, I get Sharingan, boom, that's it until rank 16. Like, and then also like again, downplaying in this game is just it's so high. Like I love to like overplay. Like I want my stuff to get nerfed, but like with this, I just can't. Bro. Like my like Uchiha is like people are still making buffs and nerfs for on Uchiha like when they got guides, but it is what it is, bro. And then you got like certain camps flying. So you got TP dash like Rai, like you got Kojins doing particle style, auto gripping on the ground while you're knocked. Like, just like it's so biased these CC games, but I guess that's part of the spectacle of CC games. Like, it's a community in it. Like people just like chat the most. It's just funny, but yeah. Um, my experience like so far I would give it like an 8.5 out of 10. Like again, like there's some balancing issues, and the owners of this game, I think it's like external elk and like Toronto, like it's like a bunch of devs. Like I wouldn't know who the real owner is, but like it's mostly external. Like you might know it, but yeah, like it's, and also like this translates to VB because like most of the devs like NI2 like work on VB2, so like it kind of like helps with like getting your name, like when your name is like familiar to like the higher ups that like but like people that own the game, like it's much easier to get in the game because like when they recognize your name, like it's easier for you to get in instead of like you get wrecked and then like it's more of like, oh, who is this guy, yada yada yada. Like because like like I'll explain more of like how I got into these situations, but yeah, like because my name was already known, like it was like a seamless transition, let's just say that. But yeah, the next thing we're going to be talking about is VB. Let's get it. As VB Ultimatum is a Bleach game. which I can't really say too much because like it is media banned. Like I can't show gameplays. I'm probably just gonna show like Silverbound NR2 gameplay. I can't show gameplay for CG obviously because I'm not in it. But yeah, like VV is like a Bleach game. Again, it's one of those games like Silverbound where it's been closed for a while. Like they're working like relentlessly on updates, like just trying to provide a better experience for us. Because at the end of the day, yeah, it's a closed community game, but like we have fun. But like we're also testers. We're there to like help them like run the game, like see how the game's going, how it'll flow, because eventually most of these games go in public. So yeah, it's like Aronkas. Think of it like Tapsol. It's obviously not like Tapsol, but like I'm talking about like you got Aronkas, you got Quincy's, you got Soul Reapers, factions, and then obviously you go out to kill them. You progress like killing hollows, stuff like that, doing missions. It's kind of like the same formula all these CC games, but like they all have their own unique touch to it. And like I found VV's combat like probably the most immersive because it has like parrying, it has like block struggles where you have to like spam Q, W, A, S, D, all of that stuff. Like it probably has like the most in-depth, like visually appealing combat. Because like most of these CC games kind of run on like the old CC formula of like like NO2 and stuff like that. So like I'm not saying like they copy stuff like that, they're all unique in their own way, but like most of the CC games don't really think outside the box too much. But like I feel like VV really does that. Well, thinks outside the box is like a really good combat game. And like again, downplayed. Like some things are obviously diabolically broken, some things are obviously like trash. I'm gonna give you guys a tip. If you ever get into a CC game and there's like an option between like sword, heavy weapon, like light, medium, or heavy weapon class, just go light weapons. Like developers struggle to balance fast weapons. Like in all games, it will always be the fastest weapons or the strongest weapons. Like if you go a heavy weapon, unless it's Silverbound, you're gonna struggle because like they are slow, they don't compensate for a hyper armor, the hitboxes don't even match their models sometimes. But like I'm not saying that's the case for VV, but like the faster the weapon, the better you are. Like greatsword, my build is like great swords or something. Like I can't go too deep into like what my build is because media banned, but like I use a great sword, and then there's like things like katana, hakada, stuff like that. Trust me, like you're better off using like katanas and stuff like that. The slow weapons are just not it. They don't have hyper armor, huge wind up. I mean, the heavy weapons in DB aren't that bad, but But yeah, the game is owned by Colossal. That's my brother right there. That's my brother. But again, there's going to be one thing I'm going to say at the very end that will help you get into these CC games. I don't want to reveal it now, but like these CC games they appear to be impossible, but like with the right steps that I'm going to be leaking, I wouldn't even say leaking, but like with the right steps I'm going to give to you for free, by the way, might as well subscribe, hit that like button, you know what I mean? Like you can actually get into these CC games. Like it's no longer a pipe dream, you just have to listen, you have to heed my words. But yeah. Overall, the game experience, I haven't played in a fat minute because the game's been closed. But I would say like the game's like it's another 8.5. It's around the same level as NI2 because like I'm kind of in the same spot where like I'm not too progressed, but like I'm not under progressed. Like I'm not a freshie. Like in Silverbound, I'm not a freshie. Like but in NI2 and VV, I'm kind of like middle. But like Silverbound, I was kind of up there. I could do some works, but in these games I'm still progressing stuff like that. But yeah, I would give like the game like an 8.5 out of 10. Again, I can't go too much detail about VV because like it's closed, but it's a good game. It's a good game, definitely worth getting into. And then the last game is Cursed Gear. The next game we're going to be talking about is Cursed Gear. Now, I'm not going to speak too much for it because obviously I'm not in, but from what I've heard, like it's Jujutsu Kaisen game, obviously made by Ragusa himself, and I think Archimage and like some of the other D-Walking devs are working on it, but like I don't think the game's even out right now. It's closed, so yeah, like they're not working on it actively. It's more like a side project, like distract them from D-Walking, bit of fun. But yeah, so it's like a house system, I think, where like they different like it's like kind of like factions, but they call out houses and stuff like that holds like different kinds and stuff like that. Again, I don't want to go too into detail because that's media banned too, and I'm not even in it. So yeah. But from what I've heard, like the game is pretty good, but like not everyone has a curse technique. So like it's not like those other Jujutsu games where everyone gets a curse technique. I'm pretty sure it's like limited to like a certain amount of people. Like most people that get it would never touch a curse technique, or if they do, like be like very late on in the game. But yeah, like the game does sound fun. I haven't personally tried to get into the game. like too much. Like I asked for reviews once. I'm pretty sure I got ahead. Just I left it there. I'm not gonna bother anymore. I mean, maybe that later down the line, but yeah, the game is closed anyway. So like, and I'm pretty sure it's focusing on dework because they'd still be popping out weekly content and yada yada yada. And if they're still working on Conquest, I'm not even like that game mode's a myth. I'm not gonna lie. Don't expect that game. Don't expect that Conquest to come out 2025. It might come out 2026, but don't expect it 2025. Man. We're already halfway through 2025. Not a single word. But yeah, those who know that Conquest coming out in a few weeks, and then it became like basically a year. Those who know. But yeah, now that's the end of the 4CC games of 2025. Let's move on to how you can get yourself in them and the tips. So the question I started off with, like, who is more likely to get in a job? Someone that applies, does a bare minimum, or someone that has connections? Is a bit obvious. Like, it's the people that have connections, networking. Like, if you know the devs, then you obviously it's way easier to get in compared to not knowing. Like chat grinding, you're talking amongst other people that aren't in the game. But if you're like network, if you are like talking to people that are already in the game, and then you talk to the devs. I wouldn't say like just go in general talk to the devs. This is springing on to my next point. Play ABA. The amount of devs that CC games that play ABA, like the owner of Vivi plays ABA, NIT people play ABA. Like ABA is just that universal game that devs can play because there's no time commitment. It's an easy game to pick up. Most of the devs like Cetro, he plays ABA. Like, bro, just play ABA. And if you're wondering, like, yeah, I play ABA, how am I ever gonna get into contact? Like, bro, like their MPSs, like ABA League is a good way because I know like people like K1 play ABA League like as a server. If I can find a link to it, like I'll put it in the description. But if you play ABA League and just like you will probably run into some of these devs like that play like ABA. Like that's how I got into like most of these CC games. Like I played ABA with like most of like some of the devs, and like I eased my way into like getting to ask, because obviously at the end of the day, like they're humans too. Like just asking, yo, can I get in? Can I get in? It's not really gonna help, but like actually like playing, interacting, just getting to know them instead of just getting to know them because you want to be in their game. Like it's just so much easier to get into these games. So that's kind of how I got in. I actually played ABA, got into these games. I got to know a lot of people that were already in CC games through ABA, especially like. And that game is a godsend for me because generally, like, if I didn't play ABA, like, I wouldn't be in any of these CC games at all, bro. Like, I got to know so many people through ABA. But yeah, and then another thing you could do is like become a YouTuber, become clouded. Like, it's CC games at the end of the day. Like, they want people to like gas up their games, or people that are clouted in their games, to build up hype. So if you're like a YouTuber, TikToker, you have a massive following or something like that, it should be easier. Not guaranteed, obviously, because like at the end of the day, it's their choice. Like there might be a few limited spaces because some devs work differently when it comes to letting people CC games. Like Rag just lets his friends play. Like others, like Improv, like is like through Rex, or like the actual faction leaders decide more than like the actual devs themselves. So it really does vary. That was Silverbound I was talking about, by the way. But yeah, like it really does vary. But like trust me, like start playing ABA, especially ABA League, and just run into these devs that are playing the game as well. Like it's just so much easier, bro. Like it made it so much easier for me. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. And if you learned something, I know you definitely learned something, because chat grinding for 10k messages is not the way. But I'm revealing all these tips here. So yeah, if you learned something from this video, you might as well drop a like, subscribe, and a subscribe. I will be uploading more. I have no excuse now. I'm in like 3 of these CC games. I might upload quite a bit, but it really is just a time commitment thing, which I'm working on. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Love and guidance.